So the texts for the Bible in a year readings this week are quite varied. We have the end of the book of 2 Samuel, where there's a collection of poems and stories that sort of capture David's reign in a sense, and including some of the very best of David, but also showing that David's very flawed as well. And that's a question to take into later parts of Scripture. Well, if even David can't follow God perfectly, then what's going to happen? There's also a theme of preparing for the temple that will be built in Solomon's reign. That's reflected a little bit also in the 1 Chronicles readings that we have. As for the Psalms, there's a number of Psalms this week. Some wonderful Psalms looking at the reign of God. Also quite a nice theme of nature as well, how nature celebrates, creation celebrates God's kingship, and a call to us and the nations to do the same. But also, as well as that big cosmic scale, big picture, big scale stuff, there's a very intimate psalm, Psalm 131, which talks about the smallness, the intimacy of our relationship with God, like a small child with its mother. Moving on to the New Testament letters, we're looking at 2 Peter and Titus this week. 2 Peter is a look at godliness in the light of the Lord's second coming and exposing false teaching as well. So have a think about how false teaching is actually harmful, not just an intellectual exercise, but harmful to godliness and to community. In Titus, we have Paul instructing Titus on the island of Crete to set up leadership structures and to deal with false teaching that is going on as well in the church. And then emphasis on doing good works, not as a way of earning salvation, but as an expression of genuine saving faith. We might say, well, how do these letters encourage correct belief and godly living? We might ask that of the original audience, but also for us as a church today. How do these letters shape us for our life together as church?